Here we go. Team USA versus Mexico. USA's toughest task of this WBC Classic. First game against Brazil, 15-5. Then they beat Great Britain 8-1 on Saturday night. Paul Skeens takes the rubber. Pittsburgh Pirates ace, 1.97 ERA in 2025. This guy throws 100 and he's got paint. Can paint at both sides of the plate. Nasty slider, good off-speed stuff. Jaron Duran, Randy Rosarina, Jonathan Aranda, Alejandro Kirk, Rowdy Tellez, Nacho Alvarez, Nick Gonzalez, Alec Thomas, Joey Ortiz, the Team Mexico lineup for tonight. And we're back to that same lineup for Team USA versus Brazil. Bobby Witt Jr. will lead it off for Team USA. Toughest task of this WBC. A lot of major leaguers on this Team Mexico lineup. There's a lot of respect for both of these two teams. Team USA is going to need Paul Skeens to give him a quality start tonight and shut the door. The Houston Astros Stadium. Jaron Duran 2 for 6 and a home run in this WBC. We're about to get it underway. Top one, nobody out. Scoreless. Team USA versus Team Mexico. Duran, the left-hander, steps into the box. Taps his helmet. Skeens working from the windup. And we're underway. First pitch is a ball. Outside, a splitter, 94 miles an hour from Skeen. He starts him off 1-0. Duran hitting .333 in this WBC, a homer and 3 RBIs. Left-handed hitter with a closed stance. Here, Skeens 1-0. Swung on and missed. A splitter. Great pitch right there from Skeens. Fell off a table. Ball looked like it was going to be a fastball about halfway there. And good break from Skeens. There's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. A changeup this time. Took about 5 miles off of it. Fooled Duran out in front. Skeens with a quick 1-2. Paul Skeens, the LSU product, 6'5", 230. See if Skeens can punch him away right here. Here's the 1-2, and he misses upstairs. 99 miles an hour on a four-seam fastball, overthrown a little bit there by Skeens. Got to make the adjustment on the arm angle. He will. This will be a better 2-2 pitch. Duran evens the count. Left-handed hitter stands in. Here's the 2-2 to Jaron Duran. He swings and hits a Pop-Tart. I think this is going to get back out of play. Right behind home plate. We'll do it again. 2-2. Nobody out. Team Mexico versus Team USA. Scoreless. Top one. Randy Rosarina on deck. Skeens comes together, working out of the windup. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He just got a piece of it, though, and stayed alive 100 miles an hour. Duran staying in there. Just a foul tip right there. Team USA catcher wasn't able to hang on. 6 pitches for Paul Skeens in this first at bat. Here's the 2-2. Missed a changeup. He pulled the string on that one. Doors. And he sends Jaron Duran to the bench. Wow, pretty pitch there by Paul Skeens. Nothing Jaron Duran can do. So Skeen punches out the first hitter. Here's the Rosarena. He's 2 for 6 in this WBC. Here's the first pitch from Skeen. Swung on and missed. Skeens is pumping 99 miles an hour. And he's feeling it early on here. Rosarena played in the World Series for Tampa Bay. Now a journeyman all over the place. Here's the 0-1 from Paul Skeens. Swung on and missed again. Paul Skeens challenging him. 0-2. Randy Rosarina This man's had 30, 40 home runs in a season, but Paul Skeens challenging him with that fastball. Here's the 0-2 from Skeens. Nope, doesn't chase that one upstairs. It's going to go to 1-2. Randy Arozarena, the right-handed hitter. Paul Skeens, the righty, comes set, working out of the windup, delivers the 1-2, swung on, drilled to third. Bregman's got it. He's going to throw to first to Harper, and that's out number 2 for Team USA. Arozarena grounds out to third, and Paul Skeens, 2 outs through 11 pitches. Like I said, we're going to need a quality start from him tonight. Here's Jonathan Aranda, 3 for 8 in this WBC, and he takes a strike. Skeens coming right at him, 98 miles an hour right there, taking a little bit off the fastball, and it's got a little two-seam run action to the outside corner of the plate. This guy can pump and he's got movement. Phenomenal talent, Paul Skeens. Here's the 0-1. He misses upstairs, through that fastball. So one thing about him, if he makes a mistake, a bad pitch, he's always going to come back and make a good one. Makes really good adjustments. A lot of times you don't see that with young pitchers. Here's the 1-1 from Paul Skeens. Upstairs, misses. 98 miles an hour, a sinker that time. 14 pitches for Paul Skeens in this first inning. Here's the 2-1 Aranda, and he misses upstairs. He's got to come back in this at bat. 2 out walks, come back to haunt you. Aranda's got a bomb in this WBC. He's going to be sitting dead red fastball right here on 3-1. Here's the pitch from Skeens, and it's a fastball for a strike. Challenged him right there. It had the movement, though. That's what fooled Aranda. Usually when you see that backdoor two-seamer, it's about 90 miles an hour, but Skeens can run it up 97. Full count to Aranda, payoff pitch, fouled off, and he spoils it behind home plate. 99 mile an hour, 4-seam fastball right there. So one thing about Skeens, he's going to have, because he throws so hard, he's going to have high pitch innings. Full count to Aranda. Here's the pitch from Skeens. Swung on, fouled. Foul play. Bregman's going to go try to get it. And it's caught by Roman Anthony. A can of corn in foul territory. And Aranda's down. Team USA back in the dugout. Let's go, guys. Yeah, I was going to do the game the other night against Britain, but once I saw the starting lineup and DeRosa had Bobby Witt Jr. out of the lineup, I'm not doing the game. If you're not going to have the best shortstop in the major leagues, a guy that's led the leagues in hits the past 2 years, if you're not going to have him, and I saw Harper was in the game, Judge was in the game again, I'm like, just the disrespect for Bobby. I know we got the USA logo, and you can't be selfish, but Junior's the best shortstop in baseball, especially the best shortstop for Team USA. No disrespect to Gunnar Henderson. I think he's a hell of a player, but just Junior's on a different level with the speed, the fielding, the hitting, and he can lead off too for you. And I felt like Team USA was like right on the brink of getting that big hit against Brazil. And then against Great Britain, Henderson had a big hit. He did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. And Junior's got to be better. He went 1 for 5 against Brazil that first night. But he had 2 walks. He was on base a bunch in that game. Okay, so we got Junior, we got Harper, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber. So that's a change right there. Schwarber's going into that 4 spot. I like that. Had the bomb against Britain, and then he had 2 singles against Brazil. So that's a smart move by DeRosa. I like that one. 33 starts for Manny Beretta in the Mexican League. Mama, we aren't in Kansas anymore, Manny. Oh, this is meat. Bobby, go get this guy. 1 for 5 that first night, and he takes a strike. High strike right there. Got the favorable call. 0-1 count to Bobby Witt Jr. Said it before, the league leader in hits 2024 and 2025. The 0-1 swung on. Hit to third, grounder. Charged in out number 1. Third baseman to Aranda Alvarez. So Bobby grounds out. A quick one out, too. He only saw 2 pitches right there. So bottom 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Harper. Swung on and missed. Not very hard. Fastball, 4-seamers, only 88 miles an hour. I mean, this is batting practice fastballs for these guys. Harper 2 for 9 in this WBC. Here's Beretta's first pitch. It's a changeup outside. It's going to even the count at 1-1. Manny Beretta is pitching in the Mexican leagues. He's now throwing against Team USA. Right-hander. Here's the pitch. Inside. Swung on and missed. A slider. Good pitch right there. It ties Bryce Harper up. 1-2. Beretta got the count in his favor. Working over the windup. Throws the glove over his head. Now deals. And Harper spoils it off a changeup. Now, that can't be right. Beretta's fastball is 88 miles an hour and his changeup is 86. It's got to be some type of off-speed pitch. They got the pitch wrong right there. Aaron Judge on deck. 1-2 pitch to Bryce Harper. The Philly swung on, hit to first. Nice play by that first baseman. Aranda makes the play. He steps on first. 2 outs for Team USA in the bottom of the first. So I'm not sure what the scouting report against Brazil, they were taking a lot of pitches. Maybe DeRosa wanted them to swing earlier in the count this game. Got to stay back. First 2 hitters out in front on off-speed pitches. Here's Judge. He homered against Brazil. Swung on and missed. Good pitch by Beretta right there. Start him off with the first pitch slider. That's what you got to do against Team USA. You got to pitch backwards. Judge 2 for 9 in this WBC. The New York Yankee. Here's the pitch by Beretta. Swung on and drilled to left field. It's going to be a base knock for Aaron Judge and Team USA's. Got a base runner on with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Let's go. It's the one time I get to root for Aaron Judge. Usually I can't stand this guy because he's a Yankee. Here's Schwarber now. The change was made. He was hitting 6. Now goes into that 4 spot. Hitting 500 in this WBC. Takes a changeup high for a ball. 1-0 count. Bottom 1, 2 outs. Scoreless Team USA. Aaron Judge with a single to left. He's on first. No threat to run over there. Schwarber, the big power threat. Here's Beretta's pitch, and he misses outside with a changeup. I don't think Schwarber's going to get anything good to hit right here. He's going to nibble on the outside part of the strike zone. See if he can catch that corner, maybe get the count right back in his favor right here. Maybe get Schwarber to chase a high fastball. Here's the 2-0 to Schwarber, and he misses downstairs with a slider. If I'm DeRosa, I give Schwarber the green light right here. You're hitting 500 in this WBC. This is batting practice fastballs, 88 miles an hour. Sit dead red on a fastball. Give him the green light right here, DeRosa. Here's the 3-0 to Schwarber, and he takes upstairs for a slider. Runners on first and second for Team USA as Kyle Schwarber with the walk. That's what he does. He hits a home run, he walks, or he strikes out a ton. It's pretty much Kyle Schwarber's game. He's going to see a lot of pitches, and that's why he hits first or second in many lineups. Here's Bregman now coming back home to Houston. He's put some good swings on the ball from when I watched him the first couple games. 1 for 4 in this WBC, but he's hit the whole ball hard at least 3 or 4 times. Here's the pitch to Bregman. Misses outside. Beretta, 92 miles an hour, his fastest fastball of this ball game. Tomorrow, Team USA, another tough task going up against Team Italy. Got to get through Team Mexico first. Bregman now playing for the Chicago Cubs, but did win a World Series with the Houston Astros. LSU product. Beretta sets, working out of the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it's a slider outside, misses right there, a 2-0 count. Team USA trying to make Beretta pay from giving up that 2-out knock to Aaron Judge, then a walk to Kyle Schwarber. Bregman trying to do the damage. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and missed. A slider. Great pitch there by Beretta. Great spot, low and away. Bregman couldn't do anything with it. He was trying to pull that ball. You got to go to the opposite field. In between the first baseman and the second baseman right there. Beretta sets. Here's the 2-1 to Bregman. Misses outside. 3-1 pitch. Cal Raleigh on deck. 60 homers for the Seattle Mariners last year, the catcher. Most ever by a catcher in MLB baseball history. Bregman delivers, misses downstairs, another walk. He got 2 quick outs. He got Bobby Witt Jr. to ground out to third, and then Harper grounds out to first. Judge singles to left, Schwarber walks, and now Bregman walks. Now we got him juiced for the guy that we want, Cal Raleigh, 60 bombs last year for the Mariners. He stands in, big left-handed hitter. Cal Raleigh 0 for 3 in this WBC. Beretta steps off the rubber, needs a little bit more time. Judge on third, he takes his lead. Schwarber on second, Bregman on first. Beretta sets, working onto the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and Raleigh fouls it right off. He's right on that changeup. Not fooled by that off-speed pitch. Not only that, most ever by a catcher. Most ever home runs by a switch hitter. Most ever home runs by a Seattle Mariner. Yeah, I mean, that's including Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Rodriguez, Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez. Some Seattle Mariners greats. Here's the pitch by Beretta. Swung on and missed at a changeup. He was looking to send that into the Gulf of America. Was fooled by that one. So back-to-back off-speed pitches by Beretta to Cal Raleigh. Gets the count in his favor, 0-2. Raleigh's got to protect here. He's got to shorten up, choke up on the bat, and ties him up on the inside fastball. They look down at third, and he did go. Beretta gets the strikeout on Cal Raleigh, a huge strikeout, as he loads the bases after getting 2 outs and punches out Cal Raleigh. Strikeout. Team Mexico back in the dugout. We're scoreless going to the second. Damn. Same shit against Brazil. We'd have them loaded. We just couldn't get the big hit. This is huge bragging rights right here because Mexico wants to beat us. They got nothing to lose. If they beat us in baseball, the media is going to be letting them have it. Like, really, nobody cares about the WBC. I love baseball, but really nobody cares about baseball or the WBC. But they will care if the United States loses to Mexico in baseball. And they've owned us, too. And I was looking at the past records, like Mexico, I feel like they've beaten us almost every single time. What the hell is going on here? Like, are we going to take something personally or what? So these guys own us in baseball and they own us in soccer. Damn, they can't have one of the, they can't have both. Baseball too? Oh, we got to get this dub. You went to Air Force to be a fighter pilot? I don't think you're going to be a fighter pilot. You're like 6'5", bro. Isn't the height for a fighter pilot you can only be 6 foot tall? They would have had to make a plane big enough for him, I guess. This dude went to Air Force. I forgot about that. That's right. One of those late bloomers that figured it out. Same thing with Strasburg. He wasn't a high pick out of high school. Strike. First pitch strike, a sinker for Skeens to Alejandro Kirk. Kirk's a good contact hitter. He gets on base, but not a lot of speed. Short hitter, low to the ground, crouch stance, misses outside. 2-0 count to Alejandro Kirk. 97-mile-an-hour fastball right there from Skeens. Too many pitches early on. Got to get that first pitch strike. Here's the 1-1. Actually got the strike call. And a swing and the miss from Kirk makes it 1-2. Good pitch right there from Skeens. It was a slider. He backdoored him. 1.96 ERA through his first 55 career starts. Lowest in live ball era since 1920. Jesus. Paul Skeens. 1-2 pitch to Kirk. Did he chase? No, he didn't. Deuces. Top two, nobody out. Scoreless. Team USA, Team Mexico. Kirk hitting 286 in this WBC. He's got a home run and 4 RBIs. Skeens working out of the windup. Comes set. Delivers. Skeens chases a high fastball right there. Does Skeens a favor. And the count still stays even at 2-2. Kirk, a tough guy to strike out. He's so low to the ground. Contact hitter. Most likely, he's going to find barrel. Here's the 2-2 from Skeens. Swing and miss. He chased it. And Skeens gives him the doors. Paul Skeens, another punch out. A defensive screen right there by Alejandro Kirk. Here's Rowdy Tellez, a little bit more power than Kirk. Same body size. Although he did lose a little bit of weight, looks like. Skeens misses outside, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Rowdy Tellez, a left-handed hitter, played with the Blue Jays. Here's the 1-0 from Skeens, and he hits on the outside corner right there. Favorable call. The splitter, looked like it was might have been a couple inches off the plate. Gets the call. Tellez hitting 167 in this WBC 1 for 6. Here's the 1-run from Skeens. Swung on and missed. Four-seam fastball. 98 miles an hour. So 27 pitches for Paul Skeens. Trying to get the punchy right here. Here's the 1-2 to Kirk. Swung and missed! Skeens is feeling himself right now, and he walks off the mound, looks down at the dirt, tips his cap. Paul Skeens, another strikeout, a swing and miss. Kirk, Tellez. Can he punch out the side right here? Here's Martinez, a right-handed hitter, stepping into the dish. Top 2 outs. Actually make that Alvarez the hitter, and Alvarez takes a strike. Skeens, the first pitch strike. He's in a groove right now. Skeens the windup, sets, delivers, and Alvarez hits a drive to center. A can of corn. It's going to stay in the park, and Buxton under it for the third out in the top of the second. Skeens is dealing, and he's putting Team USA on his back. They need a little bit of offense here as we go to the bottom of the second. Something just tells me Beretta's not going to last the second time through this order. He might be able to get out through the second inning doing that stuff that he did, but if he gets to 2-0 and he continues to throw that slider and pitch backwards, he's going to get obvious. He's got to eventually challenge him with fastballs. The only way Beretta is going to last in this game is if he hits his spots. A bow tie, man? Okay, ovarian cancer. Bow tie for ovarian cancer, I get it. Beretta working out of the windup. Here's the pitch, and Roman Anthony takes a strike outside corner, 3 for 8 in this WBC. The 2025 Minor League Player of the Year, hitting .375 with 2 RBIs in this WBC. And he takes another strike, a slider right there. Good paint from Beretta. Hitting his spots. That's how he's going to survive. I mean, he's living at 88, 87. He's topped out at 92 on that fastball. Gets a quick 0-2 on Roman Anthony. Stands tall in the box, left-handed hitter. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he misses inside. Four-seam fastball. 93 that time. 24 pitches for Beretta through the second. Anthony trying to stay alive. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Nobody out in the top and bottom of the second, and a low pitch, a changeup misses downstairs. Evens the count at 2-2 for Roman Anthony. Hit 300 last year for the Red Sox. They think highly of him. He's going to be a special player in Boston. Here's the 2-2, and he misses downstairs. It's going to make the count full. Team USA trying to get a runner on first with nobody out. Hit 114 in his first 15 games in Major League Baseball. Then he hit 354 after that. There's the full count pitch in the dirt for ball 4. Anthony's on first, and he's got some speed. So Team USA, good chance to get a runner in scoring position right here. Beretta grabs the rosin bag, gets some better grip, throws it down, and Byron Buxton, the right-handed hitter for the Twins. 264 last year, 36 bombs, 84 RBIs. 0 for 2 in this WBC. And he takes a four-seam fastball inside up on the hands for ball number 1. So Team USA taking some pitches in this second inning, trying to work this pitcher, Beretta, and get into Team Mexico's bullpen. Beretta sets. Here's the 1-0 and strike. Good by Beretta, tied Buxton up. I think he fooled him. He wasn't looking for that off-speed pitch. So the count evens back up at 1-1. Beretta working out of the stretch, delivers. Buxton swung on it and drilled to center. Center fielder back on the run, and great catch. Jarrett Duran in center makes the grab, a running grab. Or Alec Thomas, actually. For the first out in the bottom of the second. Damn. Buxton gave it a ride. Good jump on that ball by Thomas. He takes a good route. See if they get Anthony moving right here with Terang. Fouled off, four-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour for Terang. The hero in Game 1 against Brazil. He had an RBI and a 3 RBI double. I want to say he was on 3 for 5 in that game, 3 for 6. Yeah, 3 for 6 in that first game against Brazil. Beretta sets. Delivers the 0-1, misses outside, a four-seam fastball. 1 out, bottom second. 1-1 count, scoreless. Team Mexico, Team USA. Roman Anthony walked. He's on first. Terang left-handed hitter with a ton of speed. Milwaukee Brewer. Here's the 1-1 from Beretta. Misses upstairs on a changeup. 84 miles an hour. So Beretta not giving these Team USA players much to hit. Kind of nibbling around the strike zone, trying to get him to chase. Beretta steps off the rubber. Takes a look back at Roman Anthony. Good count to hit and run on. Beretta sets. Here's the 2-1, and he hits with an inside strike right there. He missed his spot. Ball hit the strike zone. Umpire gave him the call. 2-2 count to Bryce Terang. Team USA has 3 guys with over 50 home runs last year. Raleigh Schwarber and Aaron Judge. Here's the 2-2, and Terang spoils it off. Fouled off third base side. Fooled on an off-speed pitch right there. Team USA players just got to stay back a little bit and get used to this speed by Beretta. It's not major league speed. Again, he tops out at 92, 93, and a ball, four-seam fastball, 88 miles an hour downstairs makes it the count full. Junior's on deck. Come on, Bryce. Beretta sets. Here's the full count pitch. Balled off again. A changeup. Ball was out of the strike zone. But Terrain has got to protect right there. If it's close, he's got to try to swing and at least make contact. You're not going to double him off either. So short. Terrain's more than likely going to beat it out. Here's the 3-2. Swung and throw the left! Oh, foul! Just inside that foul pole. Damn! So close. I don't know if it was going to be a bomb or not, but it just wrapped inside and went foul. Damn, that was going to be for sure a triple. .38 pitches for Beretta. Here's the 3-2 to Terrain. He swings and hits one to first through. It's down into the corner. He evened it out this time. Anthony around third. Team USA is gonna... Oh, and he's out at the plate. Good relay by Team Mexico right there. And Kirk tags out Anthony. Terrain gets the second. Duran with a good relay throw. And Alvarez to Kirk. He was out by a mile. Ball gets around Duranda, heads down all the way to the wall. Duran gets it, throws to Aranda, and a great relay by Team Mexico. And they teach that in the Little League. He's out by a mile. And they went back and looked at it. Here's Junior now trying to get Team USA on the board, and Beretta misses inside with a changeup. So a chance to make this 1-0. And looks like Kirk got him right there on the foot as Roman Anthony was sliding into home plate. And Beretta misses upstairs with a slider, so a 2-0 count to Witt Jr. Again, Mexico has a base open. Terrain on first, but you don't want Terrain and Witt Jr. on base. They're going to double steal, that's for sure. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Bobby. And did he go? They're going to look to first, and he did. Damn, so Witt Jr. helps him out. That would have been 3-0. 0 for 1, a ground out to third in the first. 2-1 to Bobby Witt Jr. Here's the pitch. And Junior spoils it off a slider, fouls it off right behind home plate. Most hits since 2024, 395 for Bobby Witt Jr. That's more than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. or Shohei Ohtani. Junior's always on base. He's got power, can hit to the gaps. He can steal you a base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bottom second, 2 outs to Bobby. Swung on to the center! Way back at the track! Duran's under it! Ow! And he's going to catch it at the track. Bobby gave it a ride. And Mexico gets out of the second. Scoreless. Damn it! Man, that close to making it 2-0. So close. Then I don't got to worry about Henderson start the next game. If Bobby hits that homer, makes it 2-0. He's starting the rest of the way. I swear, teams have been getting so lucky on us, man. Top three, nobody out. First pitch from Skeens is a ball inside. Ties up the hitter. He doesn't get the call. Benji Gill, the manager for Team Mexico. Oh, he did get the call, so 0-1 count. Skeens working out of the windup, 31 pitches, delivers, and popped up. Foul territory with Junior's going over to get it. Does he have a play? And it's just inside the net. That net's not there. Junior's going into the first row to get that one. It's so lame how they have the netting there now. That was always a risk you take. If you want to be in the first or second row, you better have your eyes on the baseball at all times. Like, you can't take your eyes off and look at your phone. You're going to get hit with a foul ball. 0-2 pitch and doesn't chase right there. Spits on a splitter. Let's see if Skeens can get a quick third inning right here like he did in the second. 1-2 pitch from Skeens. Oh, foul. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it off his ankle, actually. Remember, I saw Jermaine Dodd do that one time and break his leg. Did it for the A's. Fouled a ball right off of his ankle, and he broke it. Ball came off the bat and fell right to the ground. A lot of these players, they'll have that shin guard right there now. Nick Gonzalez. I'm going to say this guy was like the 5th overall pick a few years back. On, fouled off, drilled down the third base line, but foul. 2 for 7 in this WBC. Scoreless in the top of the third. Team USA had a chance in the second. Anthony thrown out at home, and Skeens misses badly on a sweeper right there. Evens the count at 2-2. That's his worst pitch of this ball game. Mind you, his release point was terrible right there. I'll try that same pitch again, but at least figure out the release point this time. There's the 2-2 from Skeens. Tried it again. Better pitch. Just didn't get the bite from the hitter. USA 2-0, Mexico 2-0, Italy 2-0, Great Britain 1-3, and Brazil 0-4. Here's the full count pitch to Gonzalez, and he chased. Got him to swing at that sinker. What a pitch from Skeens. Skeens' 5th strikeout now. So top 3, 1 out. Here's Alec Thomas, the former Diamondback. Swung on and missed a splitter, and Skeens out in front, a quick 0-1. Hit 571 in this WBC, home run and 5 RBIs for Alec Thomas. I want to say a 2nd-round pick from the Diamondbacks out of high school. Here's Skeens 0-1, and he misses in the dirt, a splitter this time. I think you can go right at this guy with the fastball. He's not going to beat you. I know he's got 1 home run already in the WBC, but I think Skeens can use the fastball and get this guy out. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Skeens, and a changeup this time. Gets a swing and miss, 89 miles an hour. So Skeens, a lot of confidence in this game against these hitters. 1-2 pitch from Skeens to Thomas. Swung on and missed that changeup again. You got him the first time, he went right back at it. Skeens now with his 6th strikeout of this game. Not 6, maybe 5. Feels like 6. Here's Ortiz now, the 9-hitter, and swings and bounces one right back over Skeens' head. Charged and misplayed by Harper at first. And then Ortiz dives back to first and gets back on it before Raleigh tags him. But it's going to be an error by Harper, the first baseman. That was a good throw. It was an okay throw by the second baseman, but Harper's a good enough fielder. He's got to make that play. He made a bunch of good plays against Brazil. Yeah, hit his glove. He's got to have that. The ball did have a lot of tail on it, though. Terrain threw him a 2-seamer. Good job by Raleigh there to back up first base. So it's going to be an error on Terrain. Runner on first for Team Mexico. 2 outs still. Top 3. Top of the order, here's Duran, and he spits on a splitter for ball 1. Skeens, really, other than maybe 2 or 3 pitches, a sweeper and a couple fastballs out of the zone, he's feeling himself tonight. This won't let him bother him, that error by Terrain. 1-0 pitch to Duran, and swung on and drilled to right for a knock. Damn. See, they challenge him. He's going to challenge Judge. Check out at third. Judge guns him down. What a cannon from Aaron Judge. The Cali kid from Fresno State. He tried to test his arm. And Aaron Judge guns him at third. Team USA back in the dugout. Would have been runners on first and third with 2 outs. Good tag by Bregman. Let's go. That's huge right there. I felt like this should have been on the board after that bottom of the second. So it's a great throw by Aaron Judge too. And he got, the one thing about that, it was a 1-hopper to him. So he was able to get a good crow hop on it. Put a lot on that throw. Not known for his throwing arm in right field. But it was a pretty throw. It was a 1-hopper right to Bregman, right to his glove too. Like he didn't even have to move his glove, just tagged him as he was head first slide at third. So I don't know if these guys looked at the stats before the game, but Team Mexico actually has a really good record against Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. So these guys got to take it personally. We got to get this done. We got to win by 10. I know Mexico has a really good squad, a lot of major leaguers, but they got no business being on the field with us. They beat Brazil by 10. And they gave up 5. I thought that was too many. Thought they should have won that game like 15-2. I'll give the 2 home runs by Manny Ramirez's son, and then Britain They got it. They got it going with offensively, but it was just way too late in that game. And then again in this game, we're scoreless to the bottom of the third. So just waiting for this offense to get going. And I wonder why DeRosa didn't get Anthony going. He's got a lot of speed there at first. If he would have had him at second, maybe a stolen base, we would have had a runner at second. That's an easy score. Harper fouls one off. First pitch strike from Cruz, the new pitcher here. Right-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher Cruz. About 6'1", four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour. Okay, so he's got some gas. Harper, 1-1 count. 0 for 1 in this game. Grounded out to first base in the first inning. Takes a fastball upstairs for ball number 2. A 2-1 count to Bryce Harper. Power numbers went down in 2025. Still a solid contact hitter. He can hit 300. That's why DeRosa has him hitting in the 2-hole in this game. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Chased the fastball right there and helped him. Evens the count at 2-2. Bryce Harper, the phenom out of Las Vegas. On the cover of Sports Illustrated as a 17-year-old. Swung on and drove right back at Cruz. He smashed him. And Cruz is hopping around on the mound. Harper makes him pay. And he might have just knocked Cruz out of this ball game. Cruz is having a tough time walking. He hit it back to him about 115 miles an hour off the bat. My goodness. Harper almost took Cruz's head off. Cruz has got that look on his face. Oh, mama. As soon as Cruz gets down, it's right off of his ankle. Oh, that might have broke a bone. It's going to be bad for Team Mexico. They're going to have to go to the bullpen. This guy's not loose. So they're going to give this guy probably 12 to 15 pitches to get ready. Oh, right off the ankle. Right off of that ankle bone, you know that pops out on your ankle. Shout out to Cruz, man. This guy's I want this guy in a foxhole with me. He's staying out on the rubber. Might have caught a little bit of meat, though. Might not have been all bone. If that catches all bone, he's not walking right now. No way. That ankle bone is just shattered from what Harper did off the bat. This was just scolded right off the bat. Harper was so on this pitch. Straight barrel. He's missing high on that fastball. 91 miles an hour on the warm-up pitches. Aaron. Come on, AJ. Made a good play in right. You see it all the time. These guys make a great play in the field. They come out and they hit a bomb. He did it in that first game against Takahashi. Still trying to figure out how that guy's Brazilian, but Judge stands in. Man, this guy's devastating. Cruz never seen this guy before. 1 for 1 with a single. Judge stands in. Huge right-handed hitter. Cruz delivers and misses downstairs. A slider. Try to get him to bite on that pitch, and Judge spits on it. He's seen that all day. They pitch him like that in the AL East. Judge waiting for his pitch. Runner on first. 1-0 count to AJ. Swung on and missed. Slider. He didn't think he'd do it twice in a row. Judge with a little smile on his face steps out of the box, taps the bat on his cleats, steps back in, takes a deep breath. He's going to brush that off. Evens the count 1-1 to Aaron Judge. And he tried it again, and Judge spits on it. It's a chess match right now between Cruz and Aaron Judge. Which Cruz going to give in? It's 2-1. Will he pitch backwards again here? Try to go with that slider, but try to maybe go front door this time. Judge stands in. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, drilled to right field. Going back on the track. Judge has done it again. He sends it into the Gulf of America. Aaron Judge waves a salute to the crowd. 2-0 Team USA. Let's go. Boy, Yankee. Boy, Cali Kid. Job, Nines. Let's go. Let's go, Schwarber. And he takes a slider for a strike. He knew it as soon as he hit it, too. Napo Taco. Got a lot of power when he can hit tacos like that to right. And Schwarber hits one right back up the middle for a knock. Come on, give me a good turn at first. Solid turn. Kyle Schwarber. Another knock. Stay hot, kid. Still nobody out in the bottom of the third. Team USA doing damage. Aaron Judge with a 2-run job. Kyle Schwarber now with the base knock. Here's Bregman now. Cruz sets, working out of the stretch, delivers, takes a 4-seam fastball. And after Bryce Harper absolutely smashed Cruz, he's not been feeling it. They left him in the ball game. I thought they might take him out. Credit to Cruz for staying in against Team USA. Now Bregman takes a strike high. Favorable one right there. He didn't like the call. I didn't either. Thought that should have been 2-0. He missed his spot, and they gave him the call anyways. Schwarber takes his lead at first. Cruz sets, delivers the 1-1, and fouled off third base side. So gets the count in his favor, a 1-2. Bregman walked in the second inning. Cruz 14 pitches in this third, and Bregman swings and hits one to left, but this one's going to be out of play. Got all of it, but just a little too out in front. So Bregman's got to straighten it out here. He's been putting some good swings on the ball. Alex Bregman knows how to hit in this ballpark. You wouldn't think for a smaller hitter like this, he's got a lot of pop, but he does. 1-2 pitch from Cruz, and spoiled, spit on by Alex Bregman. Tried that slider back door and started it on that outside corner, and it fell off the strike zone, and Bregman saw it, recognized the spin. Here's a 2-2 from Cruz, and again, laid off, good eye from Alex Bregman. Takes the count from 1-2 to a full count. Again, nobody out. Bottom three, full count. Team USA up 2-0 after the bomb from Aaron Judge. Cruz delivers. Swung on and missed. That slider was a really good one this time. Exactly where you wanted it. It was right on that outside corner, but it was in the strike zone and it fell off a table. Just a great pitch to get Alex Bregman. There's nothing Bregman can do. And he's walking back to the dugout. Stay there. I mean, you worked the count. You did exactly what you did. It took a great pitch to get you out. Keep swinging, kid. Here's Raleigh now. He's got to get hot. And he's hit right in the midsection. Raleigh looks at Cruz. Could we have something going on here? Team USA up in the dugout. Raleigh stares back at Cruz. Could that have been some payback for what Harper did to Cruz? Team USA up in the dugout. We don't want to see this in the WBC. This could get ugly. We got a fight between Team Mexico and Team USA. Raleigh took a stare at him but thought better of it. So first and second, one out, bottom three. Best way to beat him is at the plate, guys. Here's the pitch to Anthony. Got thrown out at the dish trying to score on a good relay throw from Duran to Aranda to Kirk. Terrain hit one into the right field corner. And Anthony failed to score. It's a drive! My goodness, into the Gulf of America! Ruben Anthony delivers a 3-run job! 5-0 Team USA! Roman Anthony, come alive, kid! .417, 105 off the bat. Let's go! Come on! Team USA with a huge rally in the bottom of the third. And they take the ball from Cruz. Maybe a little bit too late there from the Mexico manager. But I got to salute to Cruz for staying in the ball game after getting smashed by Harper. Most guys would be like, I'm out of here. Let me go to the team doctor, get off the mound against these guys. He got smashed by Harper and just wasn't the same after that. He did make a good pitch, though. What was that to, I forget, Bregman. Made a really good pitch to Bregman. I'll give him that. But there was just nothing he could do with Aaron Judge. He tried 3 sliders, and Judge was like, okay, bro. You did this 3 times in a row. And he knew that front door one was coming, and Judge was all over it. And the thing about the one Judge had, he wasn't trying to pull the ball. He's like, okay, this guy's meat. I'm going to right with this ball. That's exactly what he did. Oppo Taco. I know Bobby hasn't done anything today, but when Witt Jr.'s in the lineup, good things are happening, DeRosa. So make sure you put this guy in the lineup every single time out there. I don't want to see another shortstop besides Bobby Witt Jr. playing for Team USA out there. Travesty that Gunnar Henderson started in that second game. And I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe he's just getting some work in, or maybe, but other guys were starting that second game, and Junior didn't get that second start. Man, like, what do you got to do? You led the league in hits. You had 200 hits in 2024. Then you got another 180 in 2025, and that doesn't get you the start? That doesn't get you the nod? Damn, DeRosa. Who we got here? Luis Gastelum. So, okay, double-A with the Cardinals, 46 games, 3-5, 4.02, 62 and 2/3, 92 K, 17 walks. So you're going to get a lot in the strike zone from Gastelum. Here's the pitch, and Buxton chases. What a pitch right there. So that his slider definitely has some bite on it. A lot more bite than Beretta or Cruz did. Team USA in the bullpen in the bottom of the third. Another great slider right there. Buxton out in front. Such a perfect pitch. Looks like a frisbee. I mean, that ball's got at least 8 inches of break on it. Definitely a major league slider. Here's the 0-2, and this time he tries a changeup on the outside corner. I don't know if I would have went with that. I might have went upstairs with the fastball. Tried to change the eye level a little bit, then went back to that changeup down low. 1-2 to Buxton, and another changeup down low. Misses, evens the count at 2-2. I think you're doing us a favor throwing that pitch. Now here's the payoff right here. If he goes back to that slider on the outside, 2-2. Nope, he went to the fastball upstairs. Now he changed the eye level. So he's got the off-speed pitch if he wants to go back to that downstairs changeup. But he also has that slider too. Something's got to give. Here's the full count, and Buxton helps him out. He went back to the fastball upstairs. He's out of the strike zone. And I don't think one pitch has been in the strike zone this at bat. Gastelum sets, working out of the stretch, and a good off-speed pitch right there. This time in the strike zone, spoiled off by Buxton. He hung it though. And I think Buxton's looking for the fastball, and he's protecting on that off-speed pitch. It looked like more of a defensive swing right there. So 3-2 to Byron Buxton, the Minnesota Twin. 5 runs in for Team USA, and a swing and a miss. Gastelum went back to that slider, and Buxton chased. So he worked the count. Got to give him credit right there. He got a quick 0-2. Ended up getting the count back in his favor. Worked it to a full count. So got to look at the positives to every single at-bat, that he worked Gastelum to 8 pitches in that at-bat. So even if Gastelum comes out back, this is the best pitcher I've seen from Mexico so far. Terrain takes a changeup on the outside, 1-0 count. Just seeing his stats, he's not a spot starter, but he does have a lot of strikeouts. 92 Ks to 17. 1-0 pitch to Terrain, misses upstairs with a fastball, 93 miles an hour. Fastball straight. Good off-speed stuff. So we got a 2-0 count to Terrain, 2 outs, bottom 3, and Terrain swings and hits one to left. I think it's going to stay in the park, though. Rosarina drifting back at the track to the wall, makes the catch for the 3rd out, and that'll do it for the 3rd. Judge homers that for a 2-run job. Then Roman Anthony homers for a 3-run homer, puts the Team USA out in front, 5-0. We go to the 4th. I wish I could do more Royals games. I think last year I got to do like maybe 2 Royals games. They put us on Fox on national television. That's the only time I'll get a chance to watch them. But baseball is actually probably my favorite play-by-play to do out of basketball, NFL, and out of all the sports actually. But I want to actually learn how to do soccer. There's not really much to that. I've been kind of listening to my old FIFA games, the European guy, how he does it. And all he does is just kind of say the name, like Walker. Walker. Pimentel. Shot. Firecracker. That's basically it. Like, there's not much to soccer play-by-play. But I'm learning that because I want to learn it for the World Cup. Anything like Team USA for, I should have did more Olympics, but I don't know. It just really didn't interest me. And plus, I don't really know a lot about ice skating and freestyle skiing. But I did see the highlights. I did watch it. But I wish I knew more about the only skier I really know is that Ryan Wedding guy that worked for the cartel. That's the only skier that I really like saw in here, kind of like followed what's been going on. But yeah, any Team USA event, soccer, baseball, Team USA for basketball and the Olympics. I'll be doing stuff like that for sure. Here we go. Skeens versus Arozarena as we start the fourth, and an inside pitch, a splitter on the inside half for a ball. 1-0 count to Randy Arozarena, former Tampa Bay D-Ray. 1-0 pitch from Skeens. Oh, curveball just underneath the head. Rosarena ducks underneath of it. Takes a look at Skeens, but I think he realized, okay, Skeens just missed an off-speed pitch right there. That was a fastball. If it was a fastball, Rosarena wouldn't have been able to duck. 2-0, and Skeens gets the called strike on the top part of the strike zone. That would have been a ball. Got the favorable call right there on the 2-0 pitch. Rosarena taking all the way. So 2-1 count. Top four, nobody out. Team USA up 5-0. Rosarena swings and fouls one off. 96-mile fastball behind home plate. Skeens 3+ innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 5 Ks. Trying to give Rosarena the doors right here. 2-2 pitch from Paul Skeens. Misses outside on the changeup. How'd you like to be this guy and you're dating that gymnast from LSU? You can throw 100 miles an hour. You're the best pitcher in the major leagues. 3-2 pitch. Call third strike. May I help you? Nope, just looking. And Arozarena back to the bench. Doors for Paul Skeens. His 6th punchy of this ball game. Was it off the strike zone? Yeah, it was, but it was a great frame job by Cal Raleigh. What a frame job. He catches this ball about 3 or 4 inches off the plate, and as he's catching it, he brings it back to the strike zone. Great frame job. Give that one to Cal Raleigh. Skeens misses outside with a changeup. 52 pitches through 4 innings for Paul Skeens. Well, actually 3 1/3. Oh, wow. Team Mexico barking back at the umpire. Telling him it's a ball. Umpire yells back at Team Mexico. So we got some arguing going on. Something to look at moving forward. Team Mexico not having it with this umpire. 1-0 pitch from Skeens, and he misses upstairs. 2-0 count. And I just read the manager's lips. He wanted the walk on the last call to Rosarena. What a frame job by Raleigh, though. 2-0 pitch from Skeens, and he misses upside. Let's go. Come on. Keep barking, Mexico. Keep barking. Put your eye drops in. Put your eye drops in. Quit crying. 3-0 pitch. And misses down low. Now, that was a strike, and he didn't get it. So you got your makeup call. Quit crying now. Clevenger in the bullpen for Team USA. I think we're good. We're good. Shit, 3 1/3. We're good. Nobody's made it past second. Or we got a guy. They had a guy thrown out at third. Skeens is fine. Double play ball right here. Let's get out of it. Kirk stands in the box. 5'8". Good contact hitter. Tough to strike out. Skeens got him earlier, and Kirk grounds one past Bobby. What a play! Throws it on his knees to third. Bobby Witt Jr. cuts him out from shortstop. What a play! He robbed him, and the cops are coming on the field to arrest Bobby Witt Jr. for that play. A Golden Glove winner. Junior. My goodness. Lays out fully for that one, a one-hopper to Harper. And he scoops it out. Junior laying out for his country. Skeens loves it. And he points at Witt Jr. I love to have you in Pittsburgh. That's exactly what he's thinking right there. Now we start Bobby Witt Jr., DeRosa. Get rid of Gunnar Henderson. You bring him in when we're up. That's your shortstop. Top 4, 2 outs, runner on second. Jr. prevents the first and third with 1 out. So Skeens has got to get rid of it. Rowdy Tellez, big hitter right here. You got to be careful with this guy. A lot of pop. Stay on that outside corner. 0-1 pitch from Skeens. Good run on that fastball. 96 miles an hour. Gets the quick 0-2. I don't think we got to hold him at second, guys. I think we're good. Oh, 2 pitch from Skeens and spoiled off by Tellez. Nice job on waiting on that changeup. Went from 96 to 88. Good job by Tellez to wait on that. A lot of guys will waste the pitch right there. Skeens is going to go right at you, 0-2. Skeens sets, delivers, swung on and missed. Paul Skeens with the gas face. And he takes a look at the crowd and walks off with the swag on a million. Paul Skeens, kid out of LSU, former fighter pilot. 7 punchies in this game. Team USA up 5-0. If Bobby doesn't make this play, they got first and third with 1 out. What a play by Witt Jr. I don't know why we're taking him out after 4 innings. Whatever happened to these guys going 6, 7, 8 for their country? Don't baby the guy. Jesus. I'm going 9. I'm sorry. I'd be like, no, I'm going 9, man. Makes a good play in the field. You see it all the time. 0 for 2. Bobby Witt Jr. He takes a strike. 98 miles an hour. Real low. New right-handed pitcher for Team Mexico. 4 of them already. Gastelum was pretty good, their last pitcher. Let's see what Carrillo's got to Witt Jr. Swung on, drilled to left in the gap. Bobby's going shopping. Bounces up, takes a bad bounce on Alec Thomas. Bobby's going to think about it. Oh, he's going to stop at second. Think he had it. Bobby hits the top of the helmet right there. There's Dad, Bobby Witt Sr. And the dime girlfriend, geez, man. Must be nice. Junior on second for Team USA. Big play in the field, comes out and gets a knock in the bottom of the third. Gotta love it. Shortstop's a fan. He just asked for an autograph, that's for sure. There's Harper, 1 for 2. He lined back off Cruz's ankle and almost shattered it. Got the rally starter for Team USA right after that. Judge homered. And then Anthony with the big 3-run job. It's 5-0. Now we got Witt Jr. on second. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the first pitch to Harper, and he checks his swing, 99 miles an hour, a fastball. Ball on the outside corner. Jr. takes his lead on second. Carrillo sets, takes a peek. Here's the pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Carrillo. Bottom half of the zone. Harper a little out in front on that pitch. Aaron Judge on deck. He homered his last at bat. Oppo Taco to right. And pitch almost hits Harper on the ankle. He's able to get away from it. So a 2-1 count. Again, the power numbers for Bryce Harper went down in 2025, but he can still get some knocks. This guy's a really good hitter, doesn't give it bats away. Carrillo sets. Here's the 2-1. Swings and fouls one off, 99 miles an hour right there. So Carrillo bringing the heat. This is the hardest Team USA has seen in this game. Beretta started off around 88 to 93. Then you had Cruz around 92 to 94. Gastelum around 94, and now Carrillo bringing the gas at 99. Here's the 2-2 to Harper. Misses inside with a splitter right there. Got a base open right here for Aaron Judge, but you don't want to put 2 on for Judge. I realize there's Harper going on. Man, it's a buzzsaw for Team USA. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Damn it, Bryce. He chased that splitter out of the zone. You're going to have to make some really good pitches to beat us. So Judge makes the big play and right, hits the homer. Bobby makes the big play at shortstop, gets the double. Judge 2 for 2 tonight. Carrillo 8 pitches, a 2-run job and a single for AJ. Here's the pitch to the Cali kid. It's a ball outside 1-0. Junior on second. He doubled into the gap. A 2-time MVP for Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch from Carrillo. Misses downstairs with a fastball, 99 miles an hour. That's where they're staying, the Judge. You got to stay right on that outside corner and low. You go anywhere else to Aaron Judge, he's going to make you pay. Sitting dead red, 2-0. Fastball swung on and missed. Pitched backwards right there. The slider, it fooled Aaron Judge. I don't blame him for looking fastball right there. He's trying to send that one off the facade for his second home run of this game. Two-one to Aaron Judge, and he spits on a four-seam fastball low, and the count goes to 3-1. So smart right here. You got a base open. You got Harper out. You got one out. Base open gives you the double play. He's already beat you twice tonight. Wouldn't give him nothing to hit right here. 3-1 to Judge. He does it, Judge! Could have made him pay. He hung one, and Judge banged it. And Judge looking at himself. He wants that one back. Oh, you or me could have smashed that one out. I was a cement mixer about 84 miles an hour. It hung right in the zone. Judge had a great opportunity right there. 3-2 pitch from Carrillo. And Judge swung on. Good run on the inside corner right there. Challenged him. That fastball's got some good life on it. Yep. Watch that fastball start off on that middle of the plate, and then it runs back to the inner half. So I'm staying with that fastball. I'm live or dying with it. If you're going to go at Aaron Judge right here, you can't miss with that off-speed pitch. Here's the full count, 3-2 to Judge. Did he go? He checks his swing. No, he didn't. That Asian umpire, he watches Aaron Judge every single night. He's not going to punch him out. He's got the rookie cards. Oh, did Judge go? He probably did. Judge takes a peek down at first base. He's a fan. You know he is. These umpires, these aren't major league umpires. These are fans, just like you or me. That should have been 2 outs right there. 1 out, Schwarber. First pitch swinging, 99-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 for 1 in this game, a single and a walk. He's been hot this whole WBC. Smashed a homer against Britain on Saturday night. Team USA up 5-0. Junior on second. Judge on first. Aaron, was that Kevin Durant in the crowd? The Durantula right behind home plate tonight. Watching Team USA. 0-1 pitch to Schwarber, fouled off again, 99 miles an hour, living on that outside corner. Not giving Schwarber anything good to hit. So we got an 0-2 count to Schwarber, 1 out, bottom 4, Team USA up 5-0. Carrillo. He's got a slider. He's got that four-seam fastball. Here's the pitch, and did he go? No, he didn't. It's a good pitch right there from Carrillo. Just Team USA not going to bite on it. And I think you got to go right back to that pitch. But you got to start it more off in the strike zone. 1-2 pitch to Kyle Schwarber, and he did go. That was a great pitch from Carrillo. He went back to it, but he put it more on the inside part of the strike zone, and it ran back to his shoelaces. So I'm saying you're going to have to pitch really good and make some really good pitches like that to beat us. So Team USA needs a big knock from Alex Bregman, a clutch hit right here. 2 outs, bottom 4, first and second. Swung on and missed. There's that slider. The miles per hour difference is about 8 miles from that slider. So a 0-1 pitch to Bregman. Slider again. This time he missed. Overthrew it a little bit. Had no bite whatsoever. 1-1 pitch to Bregman. Swings and hits one in the foul play. I think it's going to go out into the stands, though. It does. Absolutely no foul play territory in Houston. And I'm used to Oakland, where that has the most in baseball. And that's for sure out in Oakland. But they got these nets now up in Houston. You can't even go into foul play and get a ball. Here's the 1-2 to Bregman, and he pops one up into the infield. Shortstop under it for out number 3. So Team USA can't get on Bobby Witt Jr.'s leadoff double. Aaron Judge gets on with a walk. They had first and second with 1 out. Weren't able to do anything with it, so they go to the top of the 5th. Team USA up 5-0. So tonight's the best team that Team USA has seen by far, and I think you're seeing their best game. Pitching, hitting, playing the field defensively. It's good. They're hitting their stride at the right time. Mexico's a good squad, though. I'll give them that. They got some good pitching over there. I'm not sure why they started Beretta. Maybe they were thinking they were going to get like 3 or 4, try to come out and fool us with that off-speed stuff. So Dominican Republic's in the quarterfinals. Korea's in the quarterfinals. Oh, no surprises there. I wonder how many teams make it. Is it 2 people out of a bracket or just 1? Garrett Clevenger, 2-6 record, 2.35 ERA, 61 and a third. A lot of strikeouts, not a lot of walks, 82-18. So about a 4-1 strikeout to walk percentage for Clevenger. Feeling pretty good. A big lefty. Starts him off with the first pitch strike. Got an 0-1 count, top 5, nobody out. Team USA up 5-0. Alvarez stands in, right-handed hitter, and he spoils off a slider. Good pitch right there. That lefty slider is so tough to hit when they start it low like that because it's coming back across the plate and it's tough to read. 0-2 pitch. Oh, he gives him the gas right there. Jumped up, jump man. Bryce Terang goes up and gets it. Put that man in a dunk contest. And Junior, the vertical, I read his lips. Bryce Terang goes up and gets it. First out of the inning for Team USA. That looked like he was going to be right over his head. Not 2 feet. It's at least a 40-inch vertical. Nick Gonzalez stands in and drills one down that third base side, but foul. 0 for 1 tonight with the strikeout. The second baseman for Team Mexico. 1 out, top 5. Clevenger sets. Working out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to Bobby. He's got to do it again. Dives, throws, guns! My goodness! Junior does it again! Arrest that man for the second time! Standing ovation for Bobby Witt Jr. That's your shortstop, Mark DeRosa. My goodness! Bobby's done it for the second time tonight. Looking like Ray Ordonez. Ozzie Smith. Bobby Witt Jr., the wizard. They might challenge that. Did Harper have his foot off the bag? Something that Gunnar Henderson can't do right there. Here's Alec Thomas now 0-1. Clevenger starts him off with the strike. Top 5, 2 outs. Clevenger, quick 2 outs, and here's the pitch, and it's swung on by Thomas. And hits a long strike. I mean, he got all of this hanger, but it was well fouled right field line. Alec Thomas, former second round pick. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. What a slider right there from Clevenger. Ties him up on that inside corner. Started him right at his knee and then ends up right on his shoelace. Alec Thomas full. Team USA back in the dugout. We go to the bottom of the fifth. They're up 5-0. I gotta get me a real Team USA hat. I might have to get me one of those. This is one of those, the ones that I have on right now is one of those liquor store USA or smoke shop ones. I just saw it in there. I was like, oh shit, how much you want for that USA hat? He's like 15. I was like, I got 10 right here. Would you do 10? He's like, yeah, I will. I bought this hat for $10. 50 stars on it. Or how many stars are United States for the States? I'm not sure why we took him out. 60 pitches? He was good for 2 more innings. Bottom 5 swung on and missed. Cal Raleigh now hitting from that right side. So Raleigh is going righty versus righty. Oh no, so you got a lefty, Natero Jr. on the mound right now. So Raleigh's a switch hitter. He goes back on that right side. So we got a 1-1 count. They're interviewing Paul Skeens right now. So they're cutting away right to the pitch. Natero gets that inside corner, 4-seam fastball. 96 miles an hour. So a lefty that can bring some heat right here. This could give Team USA some problems. Natero delivers an off-speed pitch. A slider spoiled on that first base line. Raleigh 0 for 1 tonight. Nobody out. Bottom 5, 1-2 count to Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1 tonight. Team USA up 5-0. Judge homered. Roman Anthony with the homer as well. Natero sets, working out of the stretch. The lefty delivers. And ring him up, strike 3 on that bottom part of the strike zone. And he gets the favorable call. Team Mexico wanted the calls to be evened up, and that's a favorable call. They got the call is a good spot, too. He hit the spot. Give him it. Raleigh doesn't like the call, but Here's Anthony now, and he takes a strike on that outside corner, 96 miles an hour. So Notero's dealing 4-1, 2.84 ERA, 57 innings pitched, 85 strikeouts, 42 walks, in 49 games in the minors. Swing and a miss at a four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour that time. And he's got a little swagger too. He's actually looking back at the hitters when they're swinging and missing, like. He's got two. Okay, we're double earrings. 0-2 pitch to Anthony and a check swing fouled off third base side. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Anthony, and he swings out in front of a ball right there to the gap. It's going to stay in the ballpark. Rosarena under it for the out number 2 in the bottom of the 5th. So Notero Jr. makes his pitch right there. Off-speed pitch, slider, down low, Anthony out in front. Pops it out to left. Looks like we got Matthew Boyd, a left-hander, up in the bullpen for Team USA. Byron Buxton stands in 0-2 tonight, but he put a good swing on the ball. The last time, lined out to center, swung on and missed. 95 mile an hour fastball, 0-1 count. So the way Notero's pitching, you can probably see him for the bottom of the 6th. Notero sets. He's got to come set more. That was a pretty quick set. That should have been a balk. He's got to come set for at least a second. 1-1 count to Buxton. And looks like he takes a fastball for a strike. 1-2 count to Buxton. Minnesota Twin, 36 homers last year. 84 RBI, that was a ball. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from Notero, misses downstairs, a slider. So 3-1 count. Can United States work a walk right here? 2 out walks. Come back to haunt you. That's that old saying. Buxton's got some speed too. Here's the 3-1, and he helps him right there. Actually, it was a really good pitch slider on that outside corner. Not much you could do with that pitch. And you're thinking 3-1, he's going to go back to that fastball, but goes right to a perfect slider. I'm pretty sure he'll go right back to that slider again. Try that same spot, maybe a lower. Full count pitch to Buxton. Tried it again, this time by the shoelace, but he missed his spot. Overthrew it a little bit. He was way out in front of that. Wish I had that baseball right now, but he just way out in front of, instead of releasing it right here, he just tried to do way too much and overthrew it. He just threw it out in front. Just release point. The good ones can repeat that back to back. Made a really good pitch on that 2-2 pitch. Got it to that full count. Couldn't repeat it. Terang with the double down that right field line, but Anthony was gunned out in the second inning. Or was that? Yeah, that was the bottom of the 3rd. Buxton on first. He takes his lead. Notero comes set and throws and gets a strike on that outside corner. So an 0-1 count now to Bryce Terang. Was the hero in Game 1 against Brazil. Four RBIs in that game. Gets a start tonight. 0-1 pitch to him, swung on and missed. Lefty on lefty. Tough matchup for Terang. 98 miles an hour. Now would have been the time of DeRosa to make a move, possibly to your bench. But he's leaving these starters in the whole game. 0-2 to Terang. He doesn't chase that high fastball. 1-2 count. 18 pitches for Notero Jr. in the bottom of the 5th. It looked like it was going to be a quick inning for him, but The Buxton walk. Now Terang hits one to that first base side, picked up by the second baseman, thrown to Aranda to first for the third out. And that'll end the fifth. United States still up 5-0. And it looks like Matthew Boyd, the lefty, is going to be coming in for Team USA. I want to say he pitched for the Detroit Tigers. Had a really good year. He's a tough lefty, but he's a starter though. Oh, I forgot Vinny was on Team Italy. So the Royals have two guys on Team Italy, Pasquantino and Jack Caglione. Oh, so Boyd is with the Cubs now. He was with the Tigers formerly. Now he's with the Cubs. Pretty good record, 14-8. Low 3 ERA. Should be easy work for him. Starts it off at the changeup, first pitch strike. Gets the call on that inside corner. Nice pitch. Imagine this guy throws 95. Imagine seeing 80-mile-an-hour changeup. 0-1 pitch. Then he brings the gas. 96. Checks his swing. They look down the first. 0-2 count. Man, this hitter Ortiz, the 9-hitter, guy looks lost. No chance. 0-2 pitch, doesn't chase that four-seam fastball outside. I think if Boyd just goes back to that slider or that changeup down low, I think you're going to get a chase. 1-2 pitch. Swung out and missed! Change piece! That's when you're feeling incredible as a pitcher. You know that you own this hitter. There's nothing that hitter can do with your stuff. You got 96, and then you got that change piece. Because that changeup, it stops about halfway to home plate. The ball just kind of holds up a little bit. If you don't recognize the spin, you're not going to be able to hit it. Top six, 1 out, pitch to Duran, the number 1 hitter, leadoff hitter for Team Mexico. Starter still in the game for the United States. Judge in right, Bobby Witt Jr. at short. He's made a couple great plays tonight. Here's the 1-0 to Duran, swung on and missed. That change piece, my goodness. It almost reminds you of Johan Santana. That was the best left-handed changeup that I've seen. 1-1 pitch from Boyd in the slider this time. Man, that started off in the inside part of the zone and then finished on the outside part of the strike zone. This guy's a really good pitcher. Good stuff. Everything working for Boyd right now. 1-2 pitch to Duran. Boyd working out of the windup. Here's the pitch. Doesn't chase that high fastball. 97 miles an hour. He tried to punch him out right there. Tried to get him looking on that inside fastball. Evens the count at 2-2. Duran swings and hits one to left. Is it going to stay in the park? No, it doesn't. It's going to be a home run for Team Mexico. Duran puts Team Mexico on the board with the home run to left. Good swing right there. Duran just went with the pitch. 364 to left, 105 off the bat. And he gets the sombrero. Damn it. Whoa, Rosarena's out of the box, but Boyd still threw the pitch. He got the strike. So Rosarena was taken all the way right there. 0-1 pitch. Here's the pitch from Boyd. Working fast, and he gets the changeup. 0-2 count. Duran, 153 extra base hits, fourth most since 2024, and Rosarena doesn't chase the high fastball. So Boyd gets the quick 0-2. Now it's a 1-2 count. Rosarena 0 for 2 in this game, a ground out and a strikeout. Former Tampa Bay Ray, played in a World Series, right-handed power hitter. Rosarena jammed on that fastball, fouls it away. We'll do it again, the 1-2 count. Jaron Duran with the Oppo Taco to left. Rosarena stands in the box, the right-handed hitter. Here's the 1-2, and swings and spoils one off, chops one foul to that third base side. A lot of Mexico fans in the building tonight. I'd say it was maybe 50-50. Mexico fans, United States fans. Good turnout. 1-2 pitch to Rosarena. Did he go? They're going to check to first. No. Damn. I think that first base coach has been off tonight. I really have been. Doesn't like to punch him out on that. Most guys, they do like to punch him out. You dream of making a call like that. Now Raleigh's going to call timeout and go out to talk to Boyd. It's a 2-2 count. A cheap-ass home run right there. They got to get rid of that wall in Houston Stadium. Definitely Duran didn't know that was a home run or not, because that ball's off the wall in Boston. Top 6, here's the 2-2, and Rosarena again fouls it off behind home plate. Staying alive. Now does Boyd go back to that changeup? It was 95. 2-2 changeup. Gets him out in front. Terang's under all over this one. Throws to Harper for the second out. Perfect pitch right there. He had him right on that fastball high, and then he goes to that changeup and then gets him out in front. Just rolls one over to second. Perfect changeup. Best pitch in baseball, I'm telling you. Here's Jonathan Aranda, 2 outs, top 6. Here's the pitch. First pitch strike, a slider. 0-1 count, Aranda. Tampa Bay Devil Rays. A one pitch to Aranda, and he misses inside corner. I want to say this guy came in for Wander Franco. When Franco had that thing going on with that underage, he's with an underage girl and actually got kicked out of baseball. They brought in this guy, Aranda. So we got a 2-1 count to Aranda. Misses down low a slider, so a 3-1 count. 2 outs. Top 6. USA up 5-1. Three-one pitch to Aranda, and he swings and hits one to right. It's going to fall down for a hit. Mexico's on with the 2-out knock. Good piece of hitting right there. So Boyd looked good early on. Gave up the home run to Duran. Now gives up the 2-out knock to Aranda. And Andy Pennant is coming out to talk to Matthew Boyd. So the crowd is more Team Mexico, that's for sure. Anytime the United States goes out to talk to the pitcher, there's boos all over. So for sure it is Mexico dominant. Not really much to say. Just get ahead with your fastball and we'll finish them off with your changeup. Not much. Kirk's going to make contact regardless, but let's see if we can get him out in front with that changeup. Alejandro Kirk, the catcher for Team Mexico, 0 for 2 tonight. Aranda takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch. Misses inside with that fastball high. They checked to first. He did not go. So Boyd now 23 pitches in the top of the 6th. DeRosa looking on. I don't know if Team USA has anybody up in their bullpen. 1-0 pitch to Alejandro Kirk. Here's the pitch. And just got a piece of that changeup. I think he knew it was coming. There was no movement on that changeup whatsoever. It's just the speed differential from the fastball to the changeup's incredible. I mean, anything like 10 miles an hour is really good, but this guy's 15. Count even at 1-1. Kirk stands in. Right-handed hitter. Crouch stance low to the plate, and he hits one to that right side through the hole. It's going to be a hit for Team Mexico. Will they challenge Judge again? No, he don't. Aranda stays at second, so a base knock for Alejandro Kirk, and Mexico with a little bit of a 2-out rally here. Already a run home with the Duran homer. We going to get a pinch hitter here? Wow, Jonathan Aranda, Alejandro Kirk, they played together in Mexico. So we got 2 men on, 2 outs, top 6. Big pitch, big sequence in this game. Joey Menendez. 0 for 1 in this WBC. Swings and misses. Defensive swing right there on that slider. Not sure I'm saying this. Joey Menendez? Menendez. Oh, 1 pitch. And he misses outside on a changeup. 1-1 count. So Boyd having trouble finding the zone. Got it out so quickly in 2 strikes. It was a 1-2 count to Jaron Duran. Gave up the homer. Couple knocks in a row to Aranda and Kirk. Now Menendez up. Swings and it's a high chopper over the mound. And it's booted by Durang. Going to be another run in by Mexico. Witt Jr. out to get it in shallow left. It's going to be first and second for Mexico. 5-2. Another run in for Team Mexico. It's booted by Bryce Durang. Damn. Turang charges it. It takes a bad hop on him. Takes a horrible hop. I'm not sure if Bobby was going to get that. Did he take the ball away from Bobby right there? So first and second, 2 outs to Alvarez Jr. Starts him off with a slider inside corner for a strike. Got to get out of this inning. A little bit of damage control from Matthew Boyd. 29 pitches in the top of the 6th. Mexico can tie this game up with one swing of the bat. Here's the pitch to Alvarez Jr. A changeup misses outside for a ball. 1-1 count. Alvarez 0 for 2 in this game. A fly out and a line out. Team USA up 5-2. First and second. And Boyd steps off the rubber and looks back to Kirk at second. I'm not sure what this argument is between Alvarez and the umpire, but that's perfectly legal of Boyd to do. You can step off the rubber like that and look back to second. As long as you step off and you act like you're not going to home plate, it's not a balk. One pitch to Alvarez, and it hits on that inside corner, and Alvarez does not like it. He's barking back at that umpire. Does not like the high strike. The Mexico manager is all over that umpire. He might get tossed. First and second, Boyd gets the favorable call. Comes set, the big lefty. Delivers and swings and right back up the middle. Turang's underneath of it. Makes a nice charging play. And not before Team Mexico on the board. The solo job by Jaron Duran. And the high chopper up the middle. It's going to be a hit or an error by Turang. Menendez with the hit. Makes it 5-2. Team USA still with the lead by 3. So right now, we just got to get some runners on. We're into their bullpen. There's no reason why one of these pitchers can't come in and can't find the zone. Just have a tough time. We can get a couple runners on and then get that big knock, get some of these runs back. But Mexico is the best team that USA has seen so far, and Italy is pretty good as well. So we're going to need some more offense. Defense has shown up tonight. It really has. A couple nice plays by Bobby. A big play by Aaron Judge in right field. But we need some more hits. We haven't had that tonight. We had first and second with 1 out. Or we had Bobby on with nobody out on second base and wasn't able to get him over. We got to start playing some small ball. Maybe we got to, suck the egos up. Maybe get a bunt down. Try to get a bunt down. I know Harper's not a guy that's going to lay down a bunt, but we got to get that guy over to third. Maybe start getting some stolen bases and use that speed. And I don't like the way that DeRosa will just play the starters the whole entire game. Like, play to the situations. If it's 5-2 right now and we get a runner on and he's not a stolen base threat, put a guy in the game that's got some speed. We can get him over to second. Now this is a manageable game. It was 5-0 with throwing a one hitter. So Junior's coming up. He's got a double. He flew out to left center right to the track. I thought it was a bomb. And he grounded out to third base, I want to say. Bobby Witt Jr., the right-handed hitter, stands in top of the order for Team USA. He takes a ball upstairs for a 1-0 count. Duarte, last year with the Reds, 3-0, 3.69, 31 2/3. So, major league talent from Mexico. And Witt Jr. takes a ball outside, a 2-0 count. Definitely got to work this count. We got to get a base runners, Bobby. A 2-0 count to Junior and a swing and a miss. Challenged him right there. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So Duarte goes right at him. A 2-1 count to Bobby Witt Jr. and he takes upstairs for a ball. 3-1 count. Team USA. Mexico back 2 runs in the top of the 6th. Bottom 6, nobody out. 3-1 count to Junior and he swings and fouls one off. He's right on that fastball. Good swing. Bobby Jr., a 30-30 candidate every time he steps into the box. 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. Here's the pitch, and he takes upstairs for a ball. Team USA's got a runner on with nobody out. Duarte can't make the pitch on the full count to Bobby Witt Jr., and he's on first. Looks over at the dugout. He knows what he's got to do. He's got to get on second base for Aaron Judge. And Harper's got to take some pitches right here. He's got to give Witt a chance to get over to second. First pitch to Harper, and it hits on that outside corner, a cutter. Hits his spot. It was off the strike zone, but he got the call. 0-1 pitch to Harper inside, misses, evens the count at 1-1. So a couple of these guys that played when they were in high school together on Team USA. Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Terrain, second base and shortstop, misses inside there with a fastball, 95 miles an hour. It's a 2-1 count to Bryce Harper. And Witt Jr. lurking over there on first base. Good count to run on right here. You might see an off-speed pitch on 2-1. Duarte sets, delivers. Witt Jr. goes! Bobby slides! He's in there! That's what speed 2, baby! Junior's on second. Team USA's got a runner in scoring position. 2-1. What a count to run on right there. It's a good throw by Kirk. This Junior beats it out. Got a great jump on him. Runner in scoring position now for Harper. The 3-1 swung on and missed. Great slider right there on 3-1. Team Mexico's done a good job tonight of pitching backwards in hitters' counts. That's why they're in this ball game. Full count to Harper. Swung on and missed. The heat from Duarte, and Harper's down again. Hasn't had a good night tonight. Good thing is that Aaron Judge is coming up with runner in scoring position, but if I'm Mexico, I walk him. 4 pitches. I put Judge on first. And I want to deal with Raleigh and Bergman. Yeah. He's Judge now, and they go right at him. There's a sinker that came back in on that inside corner. And it fooled Judge. Judge is thinking they're going to pitch away from him. Credit to Team Mexico going at Aaron Judge with the runner in scoring position and a base open. Judge 2 for 2 with the walk tonight. Team USA a 5-2. Junior walked, stolen base. He's on second. Duarte steps off. Judge stands back in the box. Trying to do more damage for Team USA. Put some more runs on the board. Here's the pitch to Judge. He swings to center. It's a Pop-Tart, though. Duran, actually, it's a shortstop to shallow left is under it. So Judge just gets underneath the one. Schwarber's going to be the hero. He's going to have to try to knock Bobby in here. He's had a really good WBC. Homered against Britain, 2 hits against Brazil. Knocked tonight. And Schwarber swings and hits one to center. Duran back on the move. And it's a running catch for Jaron Duran in left center field. And Team Mexico back in the dugout. No damage done. United States still up 5-2. Disappointing. Had Bobby Witt Jr. on second base. Nobody out. Can't get him in. Disappointing. Exactly what I wanted them to do. Get on base, use the speed, bunt him over. I realize Harper, well, they wouldn't have been able to do that anyways with Harper. He worked that count, but still, though, Harper's got to find a way to get that ball to that right side. Get Bobby to third. We're not going to be able to beat him with the long ball. We got him a couple times already tonight with the long ball. And that's how we're thinking we're going to beat these teams early on. But Mexico's got some legit players on their team. We let them keep hanging around in the game. That's why I said Skeens should have went 6 innings. These guys used to go like 300-400 innings back in the 1960s, 70s. Now they don't even go 200 innings now. You got to be kidding me, man. I always liked it when the pitcher goes 9 innings. Finishes what he started. The last guy really did, when I was a kid, it was Dontrell Willis. This lefty for the Mariners, not the Mariners. Marlins. Yeah. This guy one year, he had like 7-8 complete games. He was insane. He was a left-handed pitcher. Reminded me of the old school lefties. Had the long kickback and everything. Yeah, him and Johan Santana and Dontrell Willis, my favorite lefties. Boyd misses inside a 4-seam fastball. They're leaving him in the game, huh? Gets him to chase right there on a changeup. Evens the count at 1-1. Mexico last night, 16 runs. Tonight, 2 runs. 1-1 pitch to Gonzalez. Misses outside with a curveball. 2-1 count. Gets in trouble with Gonzalez right here. You got to make a move. He's already going to be up to about 40 pitches. 2-1 to Gonzalez, and he swings and hits a pop fly to right. Judge under it for out number 1. So good sign right there from Matthew Boyd to get that first out. But he got that first out the last inning too, and then he ran into trouble. And I don't know the format. I don't know if this is a must-win tonight or if this is just practice game or what it is, but they're giving the standings here 2-0, so it must mean something. 0-1 pitch to Thomas, and he takes a slider for a ball. So 1-1 count. Thomas 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Did put a good swing on it, though. It was a long strike, though. Close to the foul pole. 1-1 pitch, and he hits a foul to the third base side. Fastball from Matthew Boyd, 96 miles an hour, 39 pitches, top 7. Team USA up 5-2. Still looking for that big hit on offense. 1-2 to Thomas. And it gets him on the Uncle Charlie. So Boyd gets the punchy. Top 7, 2 outs. Good 12-6 curveball right there from Matthew Boyd. Thomas out in front on that front foot. Once you lose your power, your power on that back foot and you're out in front, you're done. Top 7, 2 out. First pitch strike, slider. Boyd's in a groove right now. As a starter, he could possibly come out for this 8th. 0-1 pitch. Ooh, did he get that call? Ooh, that's a strike, man. I hate to tell you. He hit right on that outside corner and they didn't give it to him. Should have been 0-2. 1-1 pitch. Ortiz swings and misses at a changeup. This is the guy that looked completely fooled on that last at bat. Yeah, I think you can go right back to that changeup again and just punch this guy out. So like a major leaguer going up against a high schooler. 1-2 swings and just gets a piece. Got to give him credit, though. He can catch up to that fastball. But he's extremely late on it. You could tell Ortiz is just out there for his defense. Not much of a hitter. Keep going to that fastball. Maybe he speeds him up if he's early on that changeup. Oh, he went to that four-seam fastball again. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. Tried to change the arm angle. Only 87 miles an hour. Tried to sidearm this fastball on that inside corner, and he just completely missed that. Deuces, top 7, 2-2, 2 outs. Boyd delivers, and Ortiz swings and hits one to Aaron Judge on a line, and right to Aaron Judge, doesn't even have to move. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Quick inning there from Matthew Boyd. USA still up 5-2. Got to get some offense. We get some offense this inning, put this game away. Still not feeling comfortable, only up 3 runs. So now this is like the seventh pitcher for Mexico. We got Gerardo Reyes out there right now. 4-0, 7.13 ERA, 41 and 2/3. 50 strikeouts, 23 walks in 4 seasons in the MLB. So this guy's definitely got a couple September call-ups. Still no changes for Team USA. Bregman comes in 0 for 2 tonight. Reyes stands on the rubber, right-hander. Bottom 7, nobody out. USA up 5-2. First pitch to Bregman. Fastball upstairs, misses, 1-0 count. 96 career home runs at Houston. 4th most in MLB history. Alex Bregman, 5'10", about $190. You wouldn't think he's a big power hitter. But this guy's got some pop. Misses again with the high fastball. 2-0 count this time. Let's see if Reyes goes back with that fastball or tries an off-speed pitch right here. Working out of the stretch, the 2-0. And Bregman swings and lines one to third. But Alvarez Jr. is right there to make the play. Would have been a extra bases right there, possibly a double for Bregman. And he hit it right on the screws. Alvarez playing perfectly. Now here's Raleigh, left-handed hitter, 60 home runs last year for the Mariners. Bottom 7, 1 out. Here's the pitch, ball 1, cutter. Misses outside and high, 91 miles an hour. Raleigh 0 for 2 tonight. 2 strikeouts, also a hit by pitch. Roman Anthony hit a 3-run homer. He's on deck. 1-0 pitch Raleigh. Swings and drives one to right. Back at the track. And did he get it? Is it off the foul pole? Ah, it's going to be foul. Thought he hit the foul pole. I thought he hit the bottom of it. Let's see where this thing went. Oh, bounced right underneath the wall. One hop the wall. About a good 10 feet away from a home run right there. Raleigh got to straighten it out. 1-1 count. It's a long strike. Bottom 7, 1 out. Reyes sets, delivers. Raleigh swings and misses. He's trying for that same spot again. This time he couldn't catch up to the gas. Calls timeout, stands out of the box, resets the batting gloves, now stands in, left-handed hitter with some pop. Ken Griffey Jr. looks on. He's taking pictures tonight. It's the pitch to Raleigh and gets him in on the hands. He inside-outs it. Foul to that first base side. Nice play over there by the Mexico coach. Bottom 7, 1-2 count to Cal Raleigh. And he swings and misses. Gets him on that inside corner. Four-seam fastball. And Cal Raleigh a little late tonight. 2 outs, bottom 7. Roman Anthony's going to have to be the hero again. Try to put Team USA at least in a comfortable 4-run lead. Still a couple runners on, a base knock, a bloop. Big bomb gets Mexico right in it, back in it. And Anthony takes a strike, a four-seam fastball. Great spot there by Reyes. 96 miles an hour, 1 for 2 tonight, 3-run home run, and a walk. Anthony, the right-handed hitter, 2025 Minor League Player of the Year for the Red Sox. They brought him up. He hit 300 for him. Youngest player on Team USA, Roman Anthony. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he hits. Great pitch right there on the outside corner. Nothing Anthony can do with that one. So Reyes making some pitches, 11 pitches in the bottom of the seventh. Getting into crunch time in this ball game. Team USA up 5-2, 1-2 to Anthony, and he swings and spoils off a four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour on the inside corner. And Anthony is on his fastball. You're not going to be able to beat him. You're going to have to beat him outside of the zone on something off speed. You're not going to beat him on that fastball. Just the way he's on that swing. I might throw 2 breaking balls in a row before I throw him that fastball again. 1-2 pitch to Anthony, and he went back to the fastball. He missed with though, upstairs. 95 miles an hour. 2-2 count. Deuces. Bottom 7. 2 outs. Anthony stands in, trying to get on base for Team USA. Reyes sets, delivers for Mexico. Anthony swings and hits one down the first base line, but foul. Aranda snags it. We're going to do it again. Deuces in the bottom of the 7th. Scubo looks on. He started against Britain in game 2. Two pitch. Anthony swings and it's misplayed by the second baseman. It goes off his glove in the right, and Anthony's on for a knock. Let's go. Oh my goodness. It doesn't get any easier than that. This ball is right in this man's glove. He squeezes it too early. Oh man. Put some oil in that glove, kid. Usually that only happens with new gloves. When you squeeze it like that before it gets to you, it's because you don't know the feel of your glove yet. Bet you that Mexico guy is using a new glove. That's exactly why that happened. Anthony on first, 0-1 pitch to Buxton. He spits on a slider. Let's go. Evens the count at 1-1. Come on. Let's do some damage here. Bottom half of the lineup. Buxton last appearance, he walked. He's 0-2 tonight. See if they get Anthony moving here. This guy's got some speed. He's 22 years old. One pitch to Byron Buxton. Reyes sets and he misses his spot on the outside corner. He's got the gas face though, 96 miles an hour. He missed in a good location. Not going to get hurt right there, but you got to bring it up a little bit. 2-1 pitch to Buxton. The Minnesota Twins stands in, right-handed hitter, 36 bombs last year, 84 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Cutter. Helped him. He went upstairs with it. It's a tough pitch to lay off. Takes a little bit off. Looks like it's going to be an off-speed pitch. Looks like it's going to be a hanger. Deuces again in the bottom of the 7th. Happened with Anthony. He walked. Two pitch. Misses outside. Full count. I'm telling you, 2 out walks come back to haunt you. You'd be surprised how many times they walk with 2 outs and then that guy gets the second and then there's a knock. Does something to a pitcher's mind. 3-2 to Buxton. Swung on and missed. Made a good pitch right there on a cutter. And that cutter rises a little bit. As it comes back on that inside corner and he starts it high. It's a good pitch. I didn't realize that Mexico had the pitchers that they do. They got a really, really nice pitching staff. And what teams are doing at Team USA is they're throwing their starter for like the first 2 innings. And then you can never really get a feel for the pitcher because you can't get 2 at-bats against them. You always like leading off against the guy. So it's tough to put up runs when your lineup doesn't see the pitcher for the second time through. And that could be hurting our clutch hitting. We got runners on first and second, can't get anybody in. And now we're kind of helping Mexico out. Buxton went upstairs a couple times and helped them out. Now's where I like to see DeRosa get some depth in you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings if you take him out of the game. It's 5-2. We need some more looks at home plate. We need some guys, a pinch hitter or something like that. Old school Astros jersey. Here's Duran. He homered his last at bat. Matthew Boyd still in the game for his 3rd inning. Boyd, 47 pitches, gets him with the first pitch slider right there. 0-1 count. Working out of the windup. Sets, delivers. Duran swings and drives one to right. My goodness, is it out of here? It is. Duran with the second home run of this ball game. He crushes one to right. Got an Oppo Taco his last at bat this time. Didn't mess around. Pulls one. Boyd hangs one and bangs it. Man. The leadoff hitter for Brazil hit 2 home runs against us too. Fuck, man. Got a 5-0 lead. Shit. Credit to Team Mexico, man. A lot of heart. Didn't give up. Here's a Rosarena. He's got a lot of pop. Top 8. First pitch to him. Swinging for the down. Swings and misses. Boyd gets the quick 0-1 count. So we got Jax up in the bullpen. 49 pitches for Boyd, 0 for 3 tonight. Rosarena. Here's the pitch. Rosarena spoils off a changeup. Just gets a piece of it. 0-2 count. I'm not sure what team Rosarena plays for now. Texas? I know it's not the Rays. 0-2 pitch. Did he go? Check him down to first. No, he didn't. 1-2 count. Checks his swing on that fastball outside. They can get that chase now on that slider. Started off on that inside corner and then put it back down to the shoelaces. Got a pitch to work with right here. Say slider, inside corner. 1-2 pitch to Rosarena and went back to the fastball. Overthrew it. Yeah, changed the eye level on the 0-2 pitch, and you go right back to that four-seam fastball again on 2-2 or 1-2. 2-2 pitch to Randy Rosarena, and it hits him right on the forearm. Base runner on for Team Mexico. Why the hell is he still in the game, DeRosa? Make the move. Get him out of the game now. Here comes Andy Pennant. I don't know if he's going to actually make a move here to the bullpen. I think he's just going to talk to him. Not much to talk about right here. You got to get a double play ball. Tell him this is going to be his last hitter. And you're either playing for the ground ball right here, or you're playing for the strikeout. And you're telling him that no threat over there at second for a Rosarena to steal. You're not going to see a bunt here by Aranda. He's their best hitter. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a walk. You got to challenge him with your fastball. You got to get the quick 0-2, and then you got to use your changeup to your advantage. That's how you're going to get Aranda out. It's the pitch to Aranda, and he gets a strike. Outside corner slider. A 1 pitch to Jonathan Aranda. 1 for 2 tonight. Boyd sets the big lefty. Working out of the stretch. Delivers. And Aranda hits one to the first base side, but foul. Out in front of that off-speed pitch. So a quick 0-2. He used his off-speed pitches to get the 0-2. I thought he'd go to that fastball. Rosarena takes his lead on first. Boyd sets. And Aranda steps out of the box, calls timeout. Showing Knight had a home run, one of those cheap home runs on that left field, over that left field wall. Open stance, left-handed hitter Jonathan Aranda. Boyd sets 0-2 count. He throws back over to first, trying to catch Rosarena slipping. And gets back safely. So Matthew Boyd, not known for his pickoff move to first. That was pretty much like a step off, and he threw over just flat-footed. One 0-2 pitch to Aranda. Swung on and missed. Slider. Got him. Let's go. Boyder. That'll do it for Boyd. That's his last hitter. That's exactly what we needed. Now Jax is coming in the game. Double play ball. We're out of this thing. Damn, man. If we lose to Team Mexico, not going to feel like a Super Bowl loss or anything, but this is a game we got to have, this game. The crazy part is they had a leadoff guy against Brazil hit 2 home runs as well, and he's a lefty. Weird how that happens. I feel like in baseball you always see something that you haven't seen before. And I think both Boyd's home runs that he gave up to Duran were on the second pitch of the at-bat, too. got him 0-1, and then gave up the home run. Tried to throw a slider in on the second one, just hung it. Durant turned on it, did not miss. Griffin Jacks. Okay, 1-7 record, 4.23 ERA, 66 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts to 21 walks. They were throwing him in some tough situations. 1-7 record. Here's the first pitch to Kirk. He misses outside with the cutter. So 92 strikeouts to 21. It's almost a 5-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. 1-0 pitch to Kirk, misses outside on a sweeper. Come on, Jax. Get 1-0. You're not worried about Kirk's power. You're worried about him taking it to the other way. 2-0 pitch from Jax to Kirks, misses outside again on a sweeper. 88 miles an hour, 3-0 count. Damn. This is who we got out of all the relievers in baseball. Jax, 3-0 pitch in there with the get-me-over fastball, 95 miles an hour. Griffin Jax traded at the deadline. Three-one pitch to Alejandro Kirk. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Kirk thought he had ball 4, but bad down. Umpires don't like that. They don't like to be shown up like that. I'd ring him. If it's anywhere close, just ring his ass up for trying to get that walk. Come on, Jax. Bear down here. Full count to Kirk. Here's the pitch. Swings and hits one to Witt. Double play ball. The second to Terang. To first. Let's go! Come on! Come on! As soon as that ball was in Witt's hand, I knew we were out of it. Let's go.
Maintain that sense of normalcy and empowerment. It's something that every individual has to decide for themselves. Work was a way that I could still feel like myself, even though that even if fighting chance is all or not. We can get work, but better place going.
Still got some work to do. We got We got some at-bats here. We got bottom of the eighth. Top of the order is going to be coming up here. Good outing by Skeens. 4 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 1 hit. He pitched well. I thought Team USA kind of ran into a wall with Matthew Boyd. I thought they should have probably got him out after he ends up going 3 innings, but it's a problem is the Team USA's relief pitching. Terang, Witt, and Harper in this bottom of the eighth. Terang will lead it off here. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and almost get some chin music right there from Garcia. Robert Garcia, 4-8 record, 2.95 ERA, 64 innings pitched with the Rangers last year. Misses with the 4-seam fastball. 93 miles an hour on that outside corner. Terang tonight, 1 for 3 with a double. 2-0 pitch, and he takes a strike. Terrible call right there. Oh my God. How is that call a strike? That should be 3-0. Terrible. Not good. Garcia sets 2-1. He's fouled off third base side, so 2-2 count, gets it back in his favor. Terang misses inside, full count. It's one thing about the 9-hole hitters and the 1-hole hitters for Team USA is they got 2 leadoff hitters in that position. Full count to Terang, and he swings full, spoils one off again. Staying alive. Lefty on lefty. Defensive swings right there. Nothing he can really do with that fastball. Only thing he can do is just kind of foul that thing off. Hope that he misses inside. 3-2, and it's chopped back to the mound. Garcia has it, underhands to Aranda at first for out number 1. And Bobby Witt Jr. comes up for his 5th at bat of this game. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a double and a walk. And Witt, first pitch swinging, hits one down the first base line. Aranda trailing, trying to grab it. It's going to fall right into the 5th row, though. Foul. 0-1 count for Garcia. Pool B, 2-0 for USA, 2-0 for Mexico, 2-0 for Italy, 1-3 for Great Britain, 0-4 for Brazil. Top 2 teams advance. So with this win, the United States will advance and will not have to throw their A-game players out tomorrow. There's the 0-1 to Bobby, and he swings and misses at a changeup. 0-2 count to Bobby Witt Jr. Come on, Bobby. Can't give up at-bats. We're not giving up any at-bats, Bobby. Come on. Tough lefty right here. We got to shorten up. We got to go the other way right here, Bob. 0-2 to Bobby, and it's outside. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Garcia. 1-2 count, bottom 8, 1 out, 5-3. They were up 5-0, 3 unanswered from Mexico, and Junior slams one right up the middle. Could be a gapper. He's going shopping. Need a good turn, Bob. He's going to second. Junior's going to slide in at first, and he's got a double. Good turn, Bob. Come on, guys. Need a knock, Harp. Bobby on with his second double tonight. 2 for 4 with a walk. A couple nice plays in the field, too. It's a no-doubter for DeRosa. No more Gunnar Henderson. We're going to see Bobby Witt Jr. the rest of the way. Pitch to Harper, and he swings and fouls one off inside outs one down that third base line. Garcia being tough, lefty on lefty. Harper 1 for 4 tonight with a single. Bryce Harper, the huge contract from Philly, and really has not lived up to it. The 0-1 misses it on a changeup, 89 miles an hour out in front. Harper with some bad at-bats tonight. He did drill Cruz right at the middle, though, and get the rally started in the third inning for Team USA. 0-2 count to Harper. Garcia sets, looks back at Witt. Delivers, and Harper gets rung up on a fastball, four-seamer, frozen. Gets caught looking. Back to the dugout for Harper. He's not seeing it well tonight. He's not seeing the ball well. Smart right here from Mexico. 4 baseballs to Aaron Judge. Look, I thought they could have walked him a couple of bats ago too, but they challenged him. It's a close game, 5-3. But pick your poison right here. You're going up Kyle Schwarber. He's hot. He's got a home run against Britain. Got a knock tonight. 1 for 3, a single and a walk, but he had 2 hits against Brazil as well. I like my chances right here. I really do. Even though it's lefty on lefty. 2 outs, bottom 8. Garcia delivers. Great pitch, a changeup right there. Freezes Schwarber. Gets the 0-1. "56 bombs last year for Schwarber. Break this game open with 1 swing. And he just gets a piece of that fastball and falls down to 1 knee. Quickly goes down 0-2. Bottom 8, 2 outs. Junior doubled. They intentionally walked Aaron Judge. "16 pitches for Garcia in the bottom of the 8th. Big lefty stands on the hill. Sets on the rubber. Comes together, delivers, misses on a changeup outside. And Junior with a huge lead at second. Last 2 games, Team USA 10 for 31 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 10 tonight. Here's Schwarber. And he hits one right up to second. Good play by the second baseman. Throws to Aranda at first. And that'll do it for Team USA. Spoil a double by Witt Jr. and a walk by Aaron Judge. And we go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for Mexico. So Mexico really, look, I knew we were going to get a good game from them. I did. I wanted to blow them out, of course, but realistically, there's just a lot of major league talent, a lot of really good players over there, and credit to them when they went down 5-0. And Durant hit that home run. They got a couple knocks together, and then Team USA looked vulnerable. Durant hits another home run, makes it 5-3. And then they had a chance to tie it up there, and Jax made a good pitch, got the double play ball on Kirk. So last chance here for Mexico. Really just got to get that first pitch strike. If they do beat us at all, let it be, with a solo home run. Get it over on that first pitch strike. We're going to give up a run here. Let it be a solo home run. Let them hit this baseball. See what happens. We can't let them get on from walks. And again, the weak spot of this USA team is the relief pitching. It really is. Because these starters are only going 3 or 4 innings. So they should have thought before this, we need some solid relievers, at least some guys that can go 2. Who do we got here? Garrett Whitlock, 7-3 with the Red Sox last year, 2.25, 72 innings pitched, 91 Ks, 24 walks. Okay. Comfortable with this guy. 91 to 24. We're getting the zone. We got some nasty ass shit. We're hitting the zone. Here's Menendez. He singled and he inside outs one down that first base line, but foul. He's 1 for 1 tonight. He was a pinch hitter. He knocked in a run. It was an error by Terang. I don't know what they ruled it. Could have been an error. Could have been a knock. Fastball right down the middle. It's a quick 0-2 from Whitlock. On Meneses. Whitlock, the big right-hander, steps on the rubber, comes set, the 0-2 to Meneses. Swings and hits one to the right side. Down the line, it's going to be extra bases. Judge has it and actually holds him to a single. Wow. I thought that was going to be extra bases. So Meneses has a single, 2 singles actually. High chopper. And now a single down that right field line, first base line. Harper playing way off the line, no chance. So the tying run on base comes to the plate now from Mexico. Alejandro Osuna, 212 last year with the Rangers, 2 home runs. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls one off, a sinker. 0-1 count to Osuna. 0 for 2 in this WBC. Whitlock sets, delivers, and out in front is Osuna. Bregman giving chase, but it's going to go out in the crowd for a foul. 0-2 count. Got a quick 0-2 on Meneses, but he found a way to get on base, so Whitlock's got to put him away here. He's got some pitches to work with. No threat for Meneses to steal at second. Swing and a miss! Osuna's down. Double play ball, boys. We're out of this thing. Chase that high fastball. Tough to lay off that thing. One out, top 9. USA up 5-3. Tying runner comes to the plate. Jornales. He's got a homer in the WBC. Pinch hitter. Swings and fouls one off. Slider 85 miles an hour. Got him out in front. Meneses on first. With Diablos, he hit 339, 19 homers, 80 RBIs. But he didn't see 95 in the Mexico League, I'll tell you that. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. A changeup. Whitlock's got him out in front. 0-2 count. Got to punch him out right here. Working fast. Here's the 0-2. Didn't chase that one. Spits on the changeup. Low, 85 miles an hour from Whitlock. Ornelas steps out, adjusts the gloves. Left-handed hitter steps back in the box. Whitlock back on the rubber. He comes set for Team USA. Meneses on first. Delivers. Misses with the changeup. Inside. So after he got the quick 0-2, gets the count even back up is Ornelas. Meneses on first. Here's the 2-2. Fouls one off. He's on that sinker. And if I'm Whitlock, I go back to that off-speed pitch down low. Something just tells me he's on that fastball. Whitlock comes set. The 2-2 goes back to it. Let's go! Exactly what you needed. Perfect pitch. I could tell by that he swung on that fastball that he was right on that fastball. Top 9, 2 outs. The slider. Mexico down to their last out. Alek Thomas, 3 strikeouts, second round pick from the Diamondbacks. Changeup misses again. Here's the 1-1, evens up. Garrett Whitlock comes set, 14 pitches in the top of the 9th. Swing and miss at a changeup, and Mexico is down to their last strike. Meneses gets down to second. Not even worried about him. Team USA 1 strike away from winning this qualifying round and advancing to the next round. And Whitlock wants to talk to Raleigh. I don't know why he gave him more time to think about it. Guys look so fooled on the last couple of bats. 1-2, and it hits him in the foot. Did it hit him? Thought it hit him in the foot. It's an off-speed pitch. It bounced in the dirt. But it bounced before. We got deuces in the 9th. 2-2. Swings and hits 1-2 that right side. Tereng's underneath of it. Backhands it. Throws it to Harper. And that'll do it. Some nice plays in the field defensively for Team USA. Tereng with a nice play right there. Makes up for the error earlier. Bobby Witt Jr. with a couple nice plays. Judge threw a guy out at third. And Team USA does it with the long ball of the night. That's all they needed. Judge with the 2-run off Otako to right. Roman Anthony with a 3-run job to right. And Team USA advances. They go 3-0 in Pool B. They face Italy. I want to say tomorrow they'll be bringing probably their B game starters in that one because they've advanced already. But Team Italy has some really good players as well. Jack Caglione, Vinny Pasquantino. Paul Skeens, 4 innings pitched tonight, 7 strikeouts. Team Mexico fought hard. I gotta admit they're a good team. A lot of major league talent. They could have went away once it was 5-0, but they got a chance to advance to the next round, and more than likely they will. It just depends on what they do, what Italy does against us. So if Italy is scoreless, I think they go on points. Mexico had 16 in one game, so more than likely Mexico is going to be advancing. But if Italy does win that game against Team USA, then they will be advancing. So I appreciate everyone for watching. Team USA wins this one 5-3 against Mexico.